Good day, students. I am Dr. Rachna Mathur. MA previous students, we are discussing the poetry lines written a few miles above Tintern Abbey. Lines written a few miles above Tintern Abbey is a poem by William Wordsworth. The title, Lines written or composed a few miles above Tintern Abbey, on revisiting the banks of the Wye during a tour July 13, 1798, is often abbreviated simply to Tintern Abbey. Although that building does not appear within the poem, it was written by Wordsworth after walking. I'm repeating, it was written by Wordsworth after a walking tour with his sister in this section of the Welsh borders. The description of his encounters with the countryside on the banks of the River Wye grows into an outline of his general philosophy. This is important, that it grows into an outline of his general philosophy. There has been considerable debate about why evidence of the human presence in the landscape has been downplayed and in what way the poem fits within the 18th century loco-descriptive genre. So now we will discuss outline of themes. The poem's tripartite division encompasses a contextual scene setting, a developing theorization of the significance of his experience of the landscape, and a final confirmatory address to the implied listener. Lines 1 to 49. Revisiting the natural beauty of the Wye after 5 years fills the poet with a sense of tranquil restoration. So this is important, quote unquote, tranquil restoration. He recognizes in the landscape something which had been so internalized as to become the basis for out of the body experience. Lines 49 to 111 in quote thoughtless youth unquote, the poet has rushed enthusiastically about the landscape, and it is only now that he realizes the power such scenery has continued to have upon him. Even when not physically present there, he identifies in it, quote, a sense sublime of something far more deeply interfused, whose dwelling is the light of setting suns, unquote. Line 95 to 97. And the immanence of emotion and a spirit that impels all thinking things, all objects of thought, and rose through all things. Lines 100 to 103. When this insight he finds, I'm repeating, with this insight he finds in nature, quote, the anchor of my purest thoughts, the nurse, the guide, the guardian of my heart and soul, of all my moral being. Lines 108 to 111. These lines are important as they suggest one of the themes of the Tintern Abbey. I am repeating the lines. The anchor of my purest thoughts, the nurse, the guide, the guardian of my heart and soul, of all my moral being. Lines 108 to 111. Lines 111 to 159. The third movement of the poem is addressed to his sister Dorothy. Quote, my dearest friend, my dear friend, as a sharer in this vision and in the conviction that, quote, all which we behold is full of blessings, unquote. This is important. All which we behold is full of blessings. It is this that will continue to create a lasting bond between them. So, students, please try to write the theme or the outline of themes in your own words. Thank you, students.